Okay, welcome to the January 2023 Restricted Masters Heat 3. I actually start here in about, I think I'm 8th or 10th on the grid because of my finishing position in Heat 2. So, even though that, I'm a little bit worried because I'm on the outside and I'm thinking, okay, I need to get it really clean off the start and see if I can go down the outside here. But I didn't really kind of break deep enough there and I got caught up on the outside. So obviously that was incredibly frustrating, and then I'm losing a whole bunch of positions, and then this guy gets stuck.
Mate, I have never seen that before!
And then I lose all my momentum, and I get passed by several people. So again, really frustrating. So it wasn't Tony Cirillo's fault. It was just a bit of a traffic jam. But because I completely went on the brakes, I think it took me a while to get my momentum back up again. Anyway, so now I'm thinking, great, I'm at the back again. I'm in about 12th position out of about 14. So not really a lot I can do, and just use my usual passing place up here on the second last corner. I just seem to really struggle getting close on the main pit straight. So that might be because of my engine being being the only Rotax in the field. I'm also really struggling here for some reason. Coming out of turn 3, it's blipping and it's not quite powering out, so I'm having to make up all the space on the brakes. Anyway, I'm trying to close in on this guy, and you can see coming around to through that flat out corner, I think a lot of these guys maybe don't usually race at this circuit, so maybe they're a bit unfamiliar with that corner, but I'm finding I'm gaining a lot of speed on that one and going for my usual passing place again. Because that left-hander on the other side of the circuit is actually flat out usually. So again, just making a couple places. I guess I'm up in 10th at the moment. And again, you can hear it blipping there. I'm just really struggling to get good power out of this corner, but again, it's not a major issue at the moment because when people are squabbling, like you can see that Nick there fighting with, I think it's Tony. Because those two are fighting, it's obviously going quite slow. Okay, and also there's a yellow flag here, and I noticed Nick put his hand up, so I was just trying to take it slowly behind him because I didn't know what had happened. I didn't know if someone had gone into the wall or whatever. So yeah, Nick was also being well behaved there too, so that was good. So I'm just up behind Nick again here, and Nick's really good on the straights. It's just coming out of this corner that I've got a little bit on him here. I keep doing a feint towards the inside, but he wasn't buying any of it, so that's all good. And you can see he's really, really strong out of here. And as I said, there I go, come back on the brakes. And I think Nick has learned from the last race when he made that mistake at the top of the hill. So this time he's being really, really good out of the top corner there. Just this one here. And you can see I'm trying to come up the inside, but just couldn't do it. And then coming out of this last corner, this is flat out through here, but he's also getting a really good run through there. And as you can see, by the end of the straight, I just haven't got the speed. I haven't got close enough. And then let's see how we go out of here. See, I'm right behind him here. He's not really getting away. It's just towards the end. You can see there, he's just pulling away towards the end, and that doesn't give me an opportunity to then outbrake into the next corner, that hairpin. So this is where I'm struggling with the overtaking. But he's going pretty quick through here. He's definitely catching Tony in front, I believe. And again, we've got the yellow, so we can't pass here. And I'm still trying to get up through the inside there, but couldn't quite do it. Right up behind him, he's looking back to see me. And as we just see this at the end of the straight, this is probably my one opportunity that I had, I think, there. I probably could have come down the inside if I was feeling really ballsy, but just couldn't do it, and I wasn't even pulling out. And here we go, really close, trying to duck and dive there a bit so I don't run into the back of him. But by the time we get to this corner, I'm not close enough to have a go. So it just seems to be on the exit that I've got a bit more speed, and you can see here he's able to turn in because I wasn't quite close enough. So he did a really good job there. And here we go, I'm just trying to go wide and see if I can enter. There we go, so I managed to get a little closer, but not enough. Coming up behind him again, we're both sliding sideways, I think. And I'm pretty close. I think if I actually had have really tried, I might have been able to kind of slip down the inside. But again, when you're in the kart, it's really tricky to actually feel like you can give it a shot because it's downhill. And there we go, look at that, look at how much he's getting away out of that corner. So I really need to improve there. Coming back on the brakes. And as you can see, he's catching the guys ahead, I think. So I managed to catch up a little bit here in this corner because he's caught up as well. And there we go. I think he had a little bit of an issue there. And once I get my
And he's going through! Oh my goodness, this is fantastic!
front wheel along his side, I'm like, well, I'm not going to brake into this corner, so there's no way he can turn in. And I managed to get past him, so he was very good there. And then I'm trying to see, there's not many laps to go. I think there's only one lap to go, so I'm trying to see if I can make the next pass. So now I'm up just behind Timothy Evans here. And as I said, there's about half a lap to go, so not a lot of time. And that's right, I knew there wasn't much time to go, so I was kind of feeling a bit ballsy here. So I tried to go round the outside, but there's nowhere to go and there's marbles on the outside. So I was kind of stuck there, so there's not much I could do. And managed to keep my position from Nick, who's just behind me. So there's the checkered flag. So really just too short a race. I didn't manage to make that many passes. So that race was quite frustrating for me just because I lost so many positions at the start. And I'm really feeling like, wow, you know, I need to learn how to be a bit more aggressive or something. And I really need to work on getting out of turn 3 a little bit faster so I can get a better run into the second hairpin.